Hi guys, today's video is all about the wonderful Craft and Go paint station. Now I've been lucky enough to get my hands on one of these beauties and let me tell you, it is an absolute game changer. I am obsessed with this paint station. It is literally revolutionised the way that I paint. It's so cool. So I'm going to show you all about it, how I set mine up, and make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because I do in fact have another paint case gifted by the lovely people at Craft and Go to give away to one of you guys. The video will be up soon, but make sure you just watch till the end of the video so you know what you need to do so you can enter that competition. So this is what the case looks like when it's all folded down and packed away. I went for the black one because my business is all black. I wear all black when I work and I think it looks quite professional. But it does come in 7 colours and they're all really lovely. They've got black, you've got red, blue, teal, magenta, purple and yellow. So whatever colour your business is branded in, you'll find one to match perfectly. Now it's not particularly big, which is what I like about it. I drive a Fiat 500, which is possibly one of the smallest cars you can get apart from a smart car, and it fits in my boot with room to spare. If I stand up you can see how tall it is. So it's very diddy, but you can fit so much stuff in here. Now there's a handle on the top. They also sell this handle extender, which is very handy if you're tall. I'm not particularly tall, I'm 5'6", but I still put this on and it does really make a difference. So if you're fairly tall, it might be worth getting one of these. There's a handle down on the side as well, and then obviously wheels on the bottom. And then if you spin it round, all the legs are folded away neatly in here. And it really doesn't take very long to set up. Let me show you. So first thing I do is take the bottom legs out, and then I just extend them all the way because I want this to be as high as it will go. And then clip them back in. They're nice and secure. And then I do the same with the top legs. Extend it fully. And that's literally it, then you just flip it over. Oh, handles on this side. And position it where you want. I like to just look at the legs just to make sure they're all kicked out exactly where they should be. Sometimes when you lift it up, they move slightly, so I just make sure all the bars are fully extended and the legs come out like that. And that's it. Okay, so once the legs are fully extended, this is the height of the paint station. And all you have to do when you get to your event is whip the lid up. And apart from a few little things, you are essentially good to go. Let me twist it around a bit. Now I always take with me my little bag, and in here I keep everything that needs to go home and have a wash. So things like my cups, my brushes, my sponges, towels, that all gets put in here and then I can take it home and clean it. Whereas this, if I want to, can just stay in my car and I don't have to get it out between events. The paint station comes with a metal back, so you can magnetise all of your products and stick them on there. It also comes with one metal worktop. Now I have bought a second one. It doesn't come with the 2, but you can buy them separately if you want to. The reason I got a second one is because sometimes I always work on the top of this one. Sometimes with this one, I'll put the rest of my stuff on here and then I've got another storage space if there's things I don't want to use at that event. Or I've got the option to take that one away and then I can use this well as well. And I'll show you how I set it up with everything. Now it also comes with one metal base for one of the sections. This one underneath here doesn't have a metal base, but I don't think it's needed. I've only got one of them magnetised. It comes with 25 magnets that you can stick onto all of your products. I originally used a glue gun and hot glue to stick my magnets on, but I have found that they keep coming off with the hot glue. I don't know if I put enough on there. So I've switched to super glue and now they are on there and they're not going anywhere. So make sure you use an adhesive that's very strong because you don't want to keep having to replace the glue. And it also comes with 2 pouches. Mine are under here, and I'll show you those in just a second when we get to it. So after I've taken my lid off and I've taken the worktop off if I don't need that for the day, I have purchased one of these from Craft & Go. This is called a Dazzle Caddy, and it holds all of your liquid blings. It's lovely. Or if you've got puffer glitter bottles, then they can go in there as well. You need to make sure that your bottles are this size, the smaller size. If they've got a long nib or they're very long bottles, they're not going to fit in here. The lid won't go back on. But what you can do, if you're not too worried about that, is just put your big ones in when you get to where you're going if you're not worried about the lid. And I put that down the side here. Then I've got my pixie paints. I've got 6 of those in different colours. They've got magnets on the lid. Because these aren't overly runny, then it's not going to drip out. So I store mine upside down, and then that way I can see the colours nice and brightly. If they're that way, all you tend to see is the lid. So I keep mine upside down. I have got my skin glue. I've also got a really loose, not loose, like a runny liquid glitter gel that you can use to apply chunky glitter. I have my stencils, and these are just on a little ring clip, and I put these on a hook that I've got up there. I have my water spritzer. This is all magnetised, so it's not going anywhere once it's on. And then I have my brush bar, which again, I also got this from Craft & Go, so you can buy these for your kit as well. And that just slots in there. Then what I get out are my 2 water cups. These are just silver cups from eBay. Again, put magnets on the bottom. And they go there, so they're not going anywhere. I have my sponge bags. Now these are this is a pair of black pillowcases that I bought. I stitched them down the side so they were a bit narrower because they were quite big, and I tied a little loop on them, and then these just hook over the 2 little clasps. I've got 2, one for my clean sponges and one for my dirty sponges, and then all I do is tie an elastic band around the top, and this just goes straight in the wash, and they all come out nice and clean. I think they look a little bit more professional than the laundry ones, because you can't see all the dirty sponges in, but it's entirely up to you what you want to use. I have my little canister of my gems. Now I would keep this in here, but it's too big, it's too tall for me to put the worktop back on, so that has to come home with me, but that's no biggie. That goes in there. I have my brushes in my little case here. So they just come out and get put in there. I'm not going to put them all in, but you get the gist of where they all go. And then I put on my apron like this, because I'm used to having a towel on my table so I can like press out my wet sponges. Because I don't have that, I wear my apron. And then I can just tuck a towel into the strap. So I take my little towel, fold that in there, and then it's always on me, and I can press out my sponges on there nice and quickly. And I am in the process of hunting down a new mirror, because I could put it there, my mirror, but it's a bit big. I don't want this chunky one, so what I'm going to get is a small mirror on a handle, and then that's going to slot into my little handle down here, but haven't got that yet. Then over this side, so that's everything in here. Over this side I have got my individual colours. This is all Superstar paint. Now I was very lucky to receive this kit. It came in this lovely case here from Magic Box Face Paints. They are a UK face painting seller. They're online, and it came in this lovely kit here. So I'll leave a link to their website. Previously I was using lots of different brands. I had like Paradise, Grimace, Snazaroo, all sorts of things like that. But I'm really enjoying just having these little tiny pots of Superstar. I don't repot my paint, so I just buy a new one of these. These are all magnetised as well to stop it going anywhere. And this is actually stuck down, so that's not going anywhere. I have my Diamond Effects black and white, and then I have my loose face painting glitters. These are the very fine ones. I only carry a white iridescent and a gold of these ones. And then on the top here I have my split cakes. Now I don't use an awful lot of split cakes. I think my kit is quite minimal compared to some. I'm just testing at the moment which ones I like. So a couple of them are doubled up, like that's very similar to that, that's very similar to that. They're not actually the same, but very, very similar. So I'm just working out what I need at the minute. And I have got a base, insert for these. This isn't necessary, but I find it helps make everything look really tidy. It keeps them all in the right place, and I think it looks quite professional to have that. And then along the top I've got all my split cakes, my fun strokes. The vast majority of these is global, apart from that's Diamond Effects, that's Tag, and that's Diamond Effects. I think everything else on there is global. If you'd like to see a video where I swatch all these paints so you can see what they actually look like on the skin, please let me know. That's something I'm considering doing, but I want to know if anyone's going to be interested in that before I film it. And then over here I have got my chunky glitter. So this is what I use for like your festival eye designs. I've got 2 of these dipping pots, and inside I've just got my chunky glitter like that. Very important to make sure that the lids are on tight, because otherwise you're going to end up with a great big mess in your kit. So before I close my lid at every event, I just double check these to make sure that they are on there nice and tightly. And then again, I've got my stencils up there. So that is how I lay out everything in this wonderful kit. And then under here, one of the things I love about this kit is you have this almost like secret storage compartment where you can keep everything that you need, but you don't want your customers to see. So under here I have got, if I take this off, so these are the pouches that come with the case. I got 4 of them, it comes with 2. In one of them I keep my stencils and a few gems that I don't use that frequently, but if I'm at an event I think, oh, I really wish I had that stencil and I've left it at home. I like to keep them here just in case. I have got my spare paints, so I stock up on my spare individual colours, the ones that I use most frequently. So that's all in there. I have a spare black and a spare white. I have a lid, an empty lid for mixing. Sometimes colours can get, the black can get really thick, so I like to have a lid to mix it with some water if there's no, like if the bottom of the pot isn't visible yet because it's still full of paint. I like to mix it on there. I have another one, this is full of sponges that I don't use all the time, but again I don't want to leave at home just in case I do need them. So it's the round ones on the stick and a few stipple sponges in there. And then this bag, it has got random things. It's got all my spare magnets. I've got the key to the Craft and Go, the spare key. There's a little leg tightening tool if you need that. I've got painkillers in there, I've got plasters, I've got super glue in case I lose any magnets. So that's quite handy to have in there. And then I do also have my battery pack, which just clips on here for my LED strip lights. And again, these are sold by Craft and Go. They're cut to exactly the right size, so all you have to do is stick it on and you're good to go. And it comes, you can adjust the colour and you can adjust like the pattern of flashing, that sort of thing. I don't know if you can see them at the moment because it's very bright in here, but that goes all the way around the case and it looks really cool. So this is my fully set up Craft and Go, and I can tell you I am absolutely obsessed with it. I think this is going to make such a difference in how I work. It's easy to keep things tidy, everything's exactly where it should be, and it looks so professional. This, I guarantee, will get me jobs. People are going to want the face painter with this beautiful kit. It's amazing. Now, as I said at the start of the video, the lovely people over at Craft and Go have been so generous. Not only did they give me this one to review for you guys, they have actually given me a second case, and there is going to be a competition for one of you lot to win. All the details are going to be released in a video coming up this week, so you need to make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel so you don't miss it, because that is a competition that you're really going to want to enter. This is such an amazing prize and it will change the way you paint. So make sure you look out for that video coming this week.